Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. Oh, God, your breath's terrible.
So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. When Kevin and I became friends years ago, what was it that you did?
When we met, I was fixing wheels on cars, alloy wheel repair on like high-end cars, Mercedes, BMWs, refinishing them, taking scratches out of them. I really hated that job. I really didn't hate it too bad. I think I had like a rough boss, and then you'd be huffing paint fumes all day. And eventually I got so used to it that I was just painting in the paint booth with no mask on. It was just terribly bad for you.
And that's how Kevin became the guy he is today.
There's definitely a funny story about when I was gonna quit that job. I was talking to Seth about it. Seth told me, he goes, worst case scenario, you can sleep on my floor. And like a week later, I quit my job.
So anyway, Kevin's wheel got blown up the other day. It's an alloy wheel, he hit a rock, and right at the seam where the wheel is joined together, it's split, there's a dent in it. It'd be interesting if you could use what you learned doing alloy wheel repair and see if you can make this thing look like this never happened. So yeah, let's huff some paint.
I'm not having no paint anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and get this tire off. I'm gonna start by trying to shove a tire lever in below the tire. It's way harder than people think, because I got that cush core in there. It's like not even wanting to go. Ow. I don't know, man. I think we should just cut the tire off. What do we got in here? We got a pair of scissors, a hacksaw. Look how jacked up his knife is. It's a shank. This might be a really dumb idea, but we're just gonna get right into this tread. Oh, there ain't no going back now. Ooh, look at that, the inside of the cush core. There's just like water in there. We can just drain it into the trash can. Yeah, it's pretty gross. A little tip, if you cut your tires off with a pair of scissors, you just go next to the tread versus through it. Okay, so the tire's all the way open now. So what we can do is we can go ahead and pop the cush core out of the way. All right, so we're gonna get the biggest pair of pliers we got in the garage. Ooh, you hear that, guys? Get back under that bead. Now I'm just gonna run the bead all the way around. Now that tire's coming off. Let's go ahead and take us outside on the bike wash station, get it cleaned up. Let's grab the cush core, knock them out both at the same time. What's going on here?
Yeah, he definitely left the water on. That's not good. You should never leave your hose on during the winter. Gonna make a sign out sheet for this.
Yo, Seth, I noticed the knob's missing off the spigot. Is that a precaution for me not to freeze the pipes?
That's a precaution. That's all you. There's a sign out sheet now. You gotta sign out the knob. so that I know that we had this conversation about you shutting off the water. Here, use this responsibly.
Oh man.
All right, now I got the knob. Got the juice going. Oh, rainbow, rainbow.
All right, so now we got the rim nice and cleaned up. So the gap here is what the problem is. So the rim bent in here, pulling the rim apart here. So we're gonna heat it up and try to fold this back out so this pushes in and this folds out at the same time. So let's, am I doing it wrong? My hands are all slippery. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this heat directly to it. So I really don't need to heat up the rest of the rim. I just need to heat up this one spot here. Ooh, it's smoking. Ooh, I just burnt that pretty good. We have to do some more rim tape. Let's see if we can't grab this thing, manipulate it a little bit. You can see how the temperature change of the aluminum has made it much more pliable. The last thing we want to do is crack it. We just want to get roughly the right angle back. Just from bending it, our gap is closed up a good bit from where it was before, and you can't even get in there now. You always want to close your bad eye and keep your good eye open. As you can see, it's pretty close. Like if you weren't looking for it, you couldn't really tell, but there's a little kink here. So what we're gonna try to do is heat this up and smack this with a hammer to get this to pull back up. We don't wanna dent the rim. I just wanna pop it and just like love tap it back. It's actually pretty incredible. That's pretty dang close. It's closer than I thought it was gonna get. You can see now the sandpaper is taking those small nicks and just kind of smoothing them out. So we're gonna jump into a time lapse of the process of sanding through this, but you wanna start with the biggest scratches, take the biggest grit, and then work your way up to a final sanding process. We're gonna grab our 320 sandpaper because we want some of this stuff to grip onto it. Then we just make sure this area is nice and scuffed up so that the JB Weld has something to grab onto and bond to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab the JB Weld stick. It's 2 stages. Once these combine, this chemical reaction in here, long story short, will get hot and it will harden up like steel, and then we can sand it and work with it. So right now we're just gonna knead it together called a mead, right? You knead stuff together? Yeah, not a mead. A mead you can drink. Mead is also the most common number, not average number. I don't know. Now I'm gonna smear this across where this gap is at with my finger. Now the bead of the tire's gotta go in there, so it's not like you can do it real thick. Oh, this stuff's getting nasty now. We're just pressing it into that hole and we'll sand that down smooth later. Now that we're gonna head and let this dry, I think we should go out and hit the jump. We've got the driveway jump, and I think they're trying the Kevin jump. I'm gonna slap the knee brace on, let's go get some runs in.
You guys know where the directions are at?
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Woo! Nice job, man. Nowhere near enough. I think we go back to doing some wheel repair, guys.
What did you do to this poor tire? Did you not get the cush car out?
I didn't even have a chance to get the tire lever in.
You can't treat your bike parts like this. This is just wrong.
But back to the point. We got a Dremel tool. We're gonna go ahead and take the edge off of the JB Weld we did so we can get in there tighter with sandpaper by hand. So as you can see, that bump's already going down. You can already see where the rim on the front here, you can see where it's coming down. We're gonna have to blend all of this bump in here. So what you wanna do is you wanna go ahead and sand it real lightly so you can get the edges going so the transition's good for the paint. So we're gonna go ahead and put the primer on the inside of the rim where it's raw so we have a good finish on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece of cardboard as a buffer there. So we don't have any overspray. Just mist it on there. I think it's looking pretty dang good already. Let's go ahead and touch up the rest of the wheel. So as you can see, don't. So we're gonna go ahead and crank this on high, spin this wheel, and let her cure. I got a lot of overspray on the workbench, so I grabbed his Ryobi sander and I'm gonna try to sand off some of this.
It smells like freaking paint in here.
Not at all.
Did you guys are doing this with the doors closed? You guys are huffing this all day?
Really fire.
That's pretty impressive. We could probably get some money for this
I'm down
on
for
Craigslist. Yeah. So you're saying you just painted it, and if we put a tire on it, it's not gonna rub the paint off like stretching the tire over the rim?
Shouldn't.
So I'm actually gonna really put your paint job to the test because I gotta pull it against there. I think if we take the right kind of pictures, we can still get some money for this.
The surprising part is this gonna seal?
So now the test is it structurally sound? Is that little Dremel job you did in there gonna,
I don't know.
is it gonna hold air?
I mean,
So there's no sealant in here. There's no sealant, so if the
There's
bead was
Gorilla Glue.
perfect and everything, brand new tire, it should hold air. So let's see. It's leaking around the valve. It's around the side.
don't hit my rim.
No, I'm gonna be really careful with it. That seems to be the only spot it's leaking out of.
Ooh, did you hear it just go silent?
We got her.
So we can go ahead and plug a shot of the air shooting out of the side of the rim with water shooting everywhere.
Dude, it's actually completely sealed up. And
I
look
like
at how
that.
good it looks with the, like except in the spots that like the tire went over.
I think that if you didn't know that it was any issue going on there and you just walk by, you'd never know.
Well, they call that good from far, but far from good.
Well, it looks great from my house. Ooh, oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah. All right, time to put it on Craigslist.
Anyway, this was just for entertainment. If you enjoyed watching Kevin do this, give us a like. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for riding with us today, and we'll see you next time. Hey Kevin, can you fix this spot on drama?
I can blend that right in.
You can blend it right in with the black paint?
You never knew it was there.